if you're new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are finally continuing watching 4th season of Skins UK. We are on the 2nd episode now. Hopefully we remember anything. Well, I think I pretty much do remember the first episode. I'm sorry we had such a long break. Hopefully it's going to go better now. So let's watch the 2nd episode. Let's go. Okay. So I think that should be fine. It is called Emily, I think. It was said here on the name of the file. Yes, Emily. So I guess we are going to see how she and Naomi are doing. I think we saw them in the previous episode. They seemed alright. But obviously Naomi maybe like going through stuff right now, because as far as I remember, in the previous episode, a girl took some drugs that Naomi gave or sold to her, and then that girl ended her own life. So Naomi might feel, some type of guilt over this, and maybe not feeling her best right now. So that might reflect on their relationship as well. Aww. Oh, that's a cute collage. So nice when you're home alone and you can just walk around naked. I know the feeling. Well, not necessarily fully naked like she isn't either, but That's kind of unfortunate they have this kind of windows though. Like in a flat, honestly, you don't really have to worry about this much. That's inconvenient. Thanks, man. Oh, wow. Are the Garibaldis from the postman? Was it a food delivery? Oh. So this is like a package order with like a gift. So these are Googles for like motorcycling. Pretty cool. Oh, it looks like he needs some emotional support. I think it's nice when your parents want to hug you. I remember when I wanted to hug my mom too much, she was like, "You're doing it too much. That's enough." That's a bit rude, but yeah, probably in a home you don't have to have it on you. Honestly, I would be worried if I were a parent. least she got a kiss. I remember her mom, I think, was pretty mean in the last season, talking to Naomi. Like, she clearly disapproved of their relationship, and she still looks pissed. And I think that was just in denial. Nice song. Why she has this military getup? What? Okay, you don't have to like lie like that. I think that's because she feels guilty. That's why she's lying. That's why she's kind of trying to. And giving or selling her the drugs would still be illegal, so they would still get into trouble. Like, I don't remember who did she tell that she sold the drugs. When was that? To Thomas, I think she said it. Yeah, sold, right? Oh. Do they help with safety, I wonder? Like, less stuff can get in your eyes on the road? Not just for looking cool? Yeah, that was pretty rude. I understand why she's being like very defensive about this, but I would be very hurt if my girlfriend said something like that. Are you? But you told that. Don't you think the police is going to know it and then would be like, oh, so you are friends? Ah, okay. She's giving her fake name. How? I thought they really weren't friends. I suppose Emily is feeling guilty, also, like, by extension from what Naomi did. So that's why she wanted to visit the family. That's so that's if I were her friend and these are all her drawings, I think I would take like one of her drawings as a memento. Um, mhm. Wait, maybe she did know Naomi. Like that would make sense also. Well, they do sell drugs to random people all the time also. But mom knows like Naomi and Emily and that crowd and Matt. What if maybe there was something between her and Naomi? Maybe that's goodbye? Either she maybe was involved with Naomi and was like heartbroken by Naomi, but then she took drugs from her. Maybe that doesn't quite make sense. Maybe there was another girl she liked, and maybe there was some drama with that, but Naomi was also her friend. Ah, maybe the policemen were asking mom about Naomi and Emily. That's why mom thought they are friends. Maybe that's the reason. What is this key though? This key she has taken. Naomi? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, interesting. So you can only be gay when you are old enough. Or like a guy wouldn't make her cry. Come on. What is she doing to this poor woman? I feel like she's also being rough on this poor woman because she's all riled up from this conversation. She wants to buy her straightness. So if it was another girl, you would approve? Ow! What is she doing to this poor woman? Oh my god! What the fuck? Do I understand correctly? She just shows up randomly after they haven't seen each other for a while? But that was a long one. Oh, yes, in Italian it's the same in Spanish. So she was in Italy for summer. Went for vacation. Sounds nice. Like, why is everyone sitting near me? I just don't want to sit near Naomi. Like, she did things you didn't expect her to do, and yeah, and you're not sure like what connections she had, like Naomi. Yeah, he's thinking about his own relationship. And Emily's thinking like she clearly had some connection to that girl. And she didn't know about it, like what in college. Yeah, that would be nice too. She's so defensive, so maybe there's more to it after all. Not just met her once. Yeah, that was a good guess. So we are just going to the cadet center to your locker. They are so brave. So I guess this girl, she wanted to be in the army. That's why she had, like, her father was in this uniform. Mm. Oh wow, that must be her drawings also. That's really cute. That's Naomi. She was in love with Naomi. It wasn't met her once. Either she's a crazy stalker, like, oh my god, what was the name? But, or, oh my god. Oh, that's weird. Maybe she was a stalker. Maybe Naomi didn't like have anything with her before Emily and didn't cheat on Emily with her, but more like this girl was crazy about Naomi. But why would she kill herself after Naomi sold her drugs? Oh my god, what was their name? Sketch, right? Yeah, I think so. In the previous season. Yeah, I think Emily got the same conclusions because she's not pissed, she's like sympathetic. Um, I guess the sounds were coming from the exit. That's why they didn't run to the exit. Where are they now? Yeah, it seems so. Stalkable, what does it mean? She's not careful enough? I guess they made up about this point. Though there's still an issue of it seems like Emily doesn't want to go to like the college next year to the higher education, but Naomi is considering it. I don't think it's a bad time to travel. It's like you're between major parts of your life, so it's might be a good time to do something fun and explore the world. Even though, like, honestly, I would be scared going somewhere far away, like Mexico, for example, right? When I'm a young woman, either alone, well, at least there's two of them, but still. Katie looks so different. What? Yeah, he is allowed to come because he's a guy, but a girlfriend's not allowed. I'm sure the women at the salon, the clients, would be so happy she's quitting. She seemed to be horrible. He isn't happy about it. But it like, isn't it like, how does it affect him that her job is changing? So bank took it because he lost money? I thought she was going to bribe her, like, not to date at all. Oh my god, that's not the question right now. Keep that to yourself. So the choice of words is a problem. Can you? Do you have money? Understandable. Does she? How? Okay. She gave you like free compliments. Yeah, right. They covered it with subtitles. It's the brother of oh my god, what was the girl's name? He wants her to read this? What is? Once I had a love, but she wasn't mine. Splintered heart, end of the line. Yeah, so she was in love with Naomi and she killed herself because of this. Okay. Did she manage to take her things? By being horrible? I'm not sure where is she going to move out, like to Naomi's place? Like, where would she go? Does she have money to rent a flat? That's a lot of money. Where did she get this thing from? I'll have to maybe rewind later. Yeah. It's so easy for them. Yeah, it is sort of a violation. Like, at least call her and ask her in advance. She doesn't have a mustache. What? Alright, they wanted to go to Mexico so that they're preparing mentally. Okay. Oh my god. And the fitting music, I suppose. Okay. They were thinking to go to this party? Wait, Naomi lived with her mom last time I checked, and her mom's boyfriend that her mom acquired. So what? Maybe ours. She means like where our group usually parties. Okay. What? Oh my god, the way they're dancing. Oh my god. Everything is so messy all the time for them. Okay, these two are potting together. Good for them. Well, go out the door. You washed your face already. No thanks. Good for you. What happened to burying it, man? Didn't you bury it enough? Not deep enough? Now he's releasing his anger on some poor random guy who didn't do shit. Oh my god. Bury it better. Oh my god. Oh jeez. And I guess even though that girl turned out to be like a stalker, Emily still now feels insecure about Naomi in a way maybe she didn't before, because maybe she felt like Naomi is keeping some secrets from her, and so now she doesn't feel like she can fully trust her. So now she gets more nervous because it's like seeing Naomi interact with other girls. She's questioning it all the time. And she just moved in and now she's leaving the room. She's going back to her mom. Why does it say Sophia even though it's Emily talking? And did she call like that girl's brother or something? To exchange evidence? I don't know what is going on. Okay, I have to concentrate. Because like she didn't tell him that his sister was stalking Naomi. I feel like because he's her brother, so she feels very protective. So even if his sister was a stalker, he would still feel like, oh, she killed herself because of Naomi. Whether Naomi was like actually guilty in anything or not, and so he could hurt Naomi in some way. Um, he wants to push her off. Because it's the same place where his sister jumped off. Work? Oh my god, that's kind of scary situation. I feel like one of them could fall down and... Oh, he just left. Maybe he didn't want to hurt anyone. He just felt it would be poetic to meet at the same place and like clear the story in the place where she died. Now I'm worried about him. Does he want to jump off too? Their poor mom. You don't do it. Why are you on the roof? Okay. Maybe he doesn't think of it. Maybe I'm just over anxious. Okay. I'm just feeling like it's set in some type of way that makes me worried. Don't sit on it. Jump. No. Oh no. Don't. I feel like she's worried too. That's why she's moving. Oh my god, they're sitting there. Someone could fall over. It's her sketchbook. She could become a great artist. Oh wow. I recognize someone, it said. Ah, so you just saw her before. Oh. So she did cheat on Emily? And then, so Naomi at least kissed her, maybe something more happened, and then she broke Sophia's heart. And that made Sophia kill herself? You just stay on the roof yourself, okay, please? You both, get back. You're making me scared. Okay, thank God. Yeah, back, please. You don't kill yourself because of this. Okay, someone broke your heart. You don't have to be dead because of this. Oh my God. Why everyone in this series wants to cheat on each other so much? Why did Naomi feel trapped? Of what? Oh, jeez. All the time they cheat. Also including the people they have just fucking met. Just like, what's wrong with them? I think her father is pretty sweet. Look, he's trying to console her. Mom would be like, I tell you so. Did you? You bitch. Oh, jeez. What the fuck, man? What's wrong with these people? Well, don't trap yourself. I think she doesn't know. Okay, good thing at least like she knows about it. That would be horrible if it was a secret that he kept. I think it's okay to not forgive the person who betrayed you. I think everyone knows that cheating is illegal. Well, not on like the low level. You know, you're not going to go to jail, but like why would you even do it? I don't really get it. Like if you're unhappy in a relationship, then break up. Sex isn't that interesting, in my opinion. And like if you feel trapped in a relationship again, break the relationship then. If it's not good, I feel like to feel trapped. Now she feels bad. She's like, no, I love you, I want to be with you, but holy shit. We can't have anything nice in this series. Everyone is a fucking snake. And it feels like the episode is ending. Naomi, I'm disappointed. This is such a weird season also. Like, it feels like from Naomi, actually, it's a little bit more expected. I don't understand really the motivation, but before they got together, there was a lot of like push and pull, so to say, between Emily and Naomi. Naomi was really like not sure and stuff. So it feels like you can expect something to happen. I just feel like there wasn't enough motivation shown to us. Again, with Thomas, I feel like we got some kind of motivation, but it felt wrong for the character of Thomas. Like, there was the motivation in the idea, like, between how did I say it? Like, something new here in this culture that is still foreign to him, and something that he knows well from his own culture that he was born in, right? And so there was this little bit of a contrast, and maybe he felt like I would be happier and safer with someone who kind of was raised in the same culture that I was, because it's more familiar, it feels safer. At the same time, it didn't feel right for his character or that girl's character. Unfortunately, I don't think I wrote her name down. I'm not sure if she's coming back. Maybe she will, I don't know. She seemed like a very sweet girl, but they knew each other for like 2 seconds and immediately they slept with each other, like they were super duper horny. Like, that's the thing I don't really understand. I understand that they are pretty young, but I feel like even when I was young, I don't think I would be able to relate to that, really. I feel like when you have feelings for someone, when you're romantically very interested in someone, you already know them, then you can feel this kind of fiery desire. But if it's just some person you literally met like once or twice, how can you be so like, how can it be so uncontrollable? I don't really get it, to be honest. So that felt weird, especially Thomas. I even have him read, I have like little comments for them, and near Thomas I wrote noble African guy. I wrote noble because he seemed that way to me, and that previous episode, that felt so weird. It felt like his character was betrayed by the writers, in my opinion. And then with Naomi, I have her written down as cool blonde and she's cool, and at least she was set up as a very conflicted character, as a character you can't really be sure like what they're thinking about, and she always kind of felt scared, but before it felt like she's scared about coming out and stuff like that, but we are not really sure like why now she felt scared and felt trapped, and she at least kissed and maybe slept, I don't know, that's what they usually do, with Sophia after meeting her, like right after meeting her. I understand maybe from Sophia's perspective, she maybe hid her orientation, right, and so she felt really trapped in her way, and when she met a really pretty girl who seemed so fun and seemed to like her, maybe she felt like finally the dam of her feelings can be broken and she can like be herself in this way. So I'm more understanding of why she would do it, right? So maybe that moment felt like magical to her, right? But on Naomi's side, she already released herself, so to say. I feel like, and she already had a girlfriend and she knew she would be cheating on said girlfriend, and she claims to love Emily and stuff like that, and then she breaks Sophia's heart, I assume, because maybe next time they meet is at the party, and Sophia is like, oh, like, why didn't you like call or anything? And Naomi is like, well, actually I have a girlfriend. And Sophia is like, what the fuck? Well, honestly, I feel like Sophia would know, because she seemed to stalk Naomi. I kind of forgot about that part. So yeah, she got crazy about Naomi and she started stalking her. And Naomi had no idea though, but maybe through stalking, Sophia realized that, oh, she has a girlfriend, and like, my heart, I gave it to her, but now it's broken. So she did decide to kill herself because of this, because she did leave a note for her brother in advance. So she had this plan to kill herself, but then she goes to the party, probably knowing Naomi would be here, and then Naomi sees her, and Naomi wants to sell some drugs that Cook gave her so she can get more money for the gift for Emily. And so she's like, oh, I know this girl, I could sell her some drugs, right? And Sophia maybe acts normal, she gets the drugs, but I feel like they wouldn't change the outcome if she already was going to do it. Maybe they made it easier for her to take the final leap, but it seems like it was already like predetermined, And then Naomi felt guilty. Maybe she figured, maybe only because of the drugs, maybe she figured there was some heartbreak also involved. I'm not quite sure. I feel like maybe she didn't really think about that encounter, but only about the drug selling. I'm not quite sure. The drugs were in Sophia's system, so she definitely took them. But yeah, I feel like either way she would still take her own life, because it looks like she was preparing for it, and looks like she confided a lot in her brother. Looks like they were very close. He knew she likes girls, that's why he asked Emily, Nancy, are you her girlfriend? And then I feel like, even though Emily didn't really tell him much, I feel like when they were flipping through the notebook, he kind of figured what happened, that Naomi and Emily are dating, and Naomi cheated with Sophia on Emily, and I'm not sure, he just left. He decided, maybe because he just wanted to figure out what happened exactly, and he felt like, well, this is the answer, that's what happened, and so he felt quite satisfied with that, and he decided to just leave those two so they would hash it out between themselves. Maybe that I kind of liked the brother character. I thought he was quite interesting. His facial expression, I feel like, really conveyed all of his feelings about his sister's death. I feel like he loved her a lot, and I feel really bad for the family. I'm glad he did. I was so worried he would jump off. Then Emily decided to scare me. Thank God nobody jumped off. I like Emily's dad. I think he is quite nice and he consoled her, but holy shit, of course he also cheated. And like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like no, you know what? I feel like the writers of the show, they don't really know how else to write conflict between couples. That's what I'm starting to think. I'm thinking like, should I really blame the couples now? Or should I maybe blame the writers? Because it feels like all of the conflict here only ever comes from cheating. There's rarely any other kind of conflict. We had an interesting conflict here, like Naomi maybe being guilty partially, considering only like the drugs and the death, right? And then there being this maybe a bit of a moral dilemma for Emily, and then the question of either going to college or going to Mexico, or Mexico, how to pronounce this? So the conflict between those two, between Emily and Naomi, based on that, right? That would be other kind of conflicts. But no, the writers, they felt like, now we can't do without cheating. There has to be cheating. Like, come on, man. Okay, I feel exhausted now. I feel like that should be it for today. Maybe I should say more thoughts, but now I'm just thinking about how and about all this cheating. I just can't. So I feel like I better stop for now. And if I have more thoughts, we can discuss them in the comments. If you have something to say about the episode, maybe something I missed, or like just your thoughts without spoilers, of course, please share them in the comments down below. Maybe we can discuss more points about the episode. But yeah, I think that's it for now. So we'll see what happens in the next one. Thank you for watching and see ya.